happy to come your way this morning and make your day, your week valuable. This is just so important for me. Now, last week, I started discussing with you, some factors that are responsible for team failure, especially, when that team has no reason for failing. You see teams that is made up of people with, the outstanding certifications, amazing experiences, and at the end of the day, these teams fail. What's responsible? Why will such teams fail? And that is the conversation we started last week, and today we'll still take it further. Last week I told you that one of the factors that is responsible for such team failure is when they have too many stars. And I did say that stars in this context are people who feel they are doing the organization or your team a favor by being on that team or by being in that organization as a result of the qualifications, the certifications, and probably the expertise and experiences they have built over time. These kind of people no longer have that passion, that enthusiasm, that zest and motivation, to want to achieve something new. They just feel, they've done enough. They become complacent and they feel they are doing you a favor by being in your team, by being on your payroll, by being in the organization. The presence of, too many stars, can lead to team failure. But if you have people who have not achieved so much, these persons have the tendency to want to make things happen, unlike those that have made things happen. These ones have the tendency to want to make things happen, and they give their best, to the achievement of the goals and visions of the team. And that is why if you are building a team, don't be so much carried away by best players. Be concerned about having the right players. The best players are people with amazing, astounding, resume. But these people really don't have that passion and that zest to want to, make new things happen. But the right players are people that may not have amazing super resume, but they are committed to making sure that something bigger than them is achieved, which is the vision and the goals of the team. This is just so critical. I equally told you last week that another factor that is responsible for team failure is not building a culture of trust. Not building a culture of trust. If a team lacks trust, that team is sure to crush. This is so important. If a team lacks trust, that team is sure to crush. And today, I will see add to it. And one other factor that can also be responsible for team failure is when the team tolerates competing and conflicting agenda. When the team tolerates competing and conflicting agenda. Now, this is the vision of the team. This is the goal of the team. But the team members and the team leaders are beginning to pursue other goals, other vision that contradicts with the vision of the team. There is no way such team will succeed, because that vision, more than one vision, two vision has already come into the equation. What that translates to is division. More than one vision. This is the goal of the team. This is the vision of the team. But the interest of the team leaders, the personal interest of the team leaders and the team members is not in consonance with the overall vision and goal of the team. That will make the team to fail, because that is division, conflicting vision, two vision, division. As a result of that, the team will fail. And this, is actually so much responsible for many team failures out there. Now, no matter the quality of team members in the team, if they are pursuing opposite vision that contradicts the team's vision, the team will fail. No matter the quality of the team members, the team will always come to, team failure or performance failure when the team members are pursuing competing or conflicting agenda. For example, there are some family businesses that have become moribund or that have failed as a result of this issue of competing or conflicting agenda. You see a situation where a family business have the vision of, maybe in another 5 years or 7 or 10 years, they have this vision of flying back profits to gain strong footing, to gain strong, foundation, so that they can easily diversify, their investment interest into other sectors or areas. They just, when at the end of the financial year, they want to plow back profit. But you don't see some members of the family who runs the family business now start having different vision and, you know, competing vision and agenda, you know, with the overall vision of the team of flying back profit of the family business, or flying back profit for future expansion. You know, some of them want to make sure they have the latest, you know, car, you know, every year. They want to make sure it is 2021. They don't want to use 2020 anymore. Every year they just want to see that they, you know, take chunk of money from the company, you know, account and just renew their cars and, you know, spend money on other frivolities. If this continue on the long run, there is no way such business, you know, family business will succeed. There is no way such thing will succeed. And this cuts across board in any sector, you know, in any field, in any vision. There is no way a team will succeed when the team leaders or the team members are pursuing conflicting or competing agenda. It will not succeed. It's that vision. The distraction is already in the equation. The narrative, you know, we are talking about this time is no longer on the vision and the goals of the team. It's now, you know, the issue of other team members, the team leaders pursuing different conflicting or competing agenda. This will make the team to fail. So in addition to what I told you last week, now one of the factors that could be responsible for team failure is having too many stars in the team, not building a culture of trust. Today, I'm also adding that tolerating, competing, and conflicting agenda can also result to team failure. This is a practical truth. Another factor that could result to team failure also, you know, is what I call killing silence. Killing silence. Now, killing silence is that situation whereby members of the team refuse to contribute to team issues, refuse to make suggestions, excuse me, and express their opinions on team issue, probably because their experiences shows that other times that they have contributed, you know, their idea, their suggestions, it was not given due consideration. It was just trashed out. As a result of that, they become silent, and that silence is a killing silence. It's destroying the team. It's killing the team. Unconsciously, you, the team leader, you are training them to be silent. And in the future, when they have access to information, to solutions that could save the team from imminent failure, they will keep it to themselves. Why? You have trained them to be silent. Whenever they want to contribute to team issues, either you just silence them, you tell them to keep quiet, or you don't just give, you know, necessary or due consideration to their contributions, to their suggestions. At the end of the day, they keep silent, and that is killing silence. The silence is killing the team. The silence is killing the organization. Tomorrow, like I've just hinted, they may have access to information, to knowledge that could protect the team, that will save the team from imminent failure, that could even protect you, the team leader, you know, that could even protect your position, protect your job, you know, save your head. But you have trained them to keep quiet. You have trained them to be silent, and they will just keep that to themselves. You know, killing silence, the disposition or attitude of team members not wanting to contribute their opinions, suggestions to team issues could also be their own way of fighting against your leadership style. I remember training the team of a particular commercial bank some times ago, and I was discussing along this conversation of issue of teamwork, and the team leader said, how do you see a situation whereby when we are looking at a team issue during team meetings and you want the team members to contribute ideas, suggestions to resolving these team issues? He said everybody would just fold their hands and keep quiet, and they would just be looking at him. Nobody makes any suggestion. They are just waiting for him to round up the meeting, and then they go back to their, you know, respective duty posts. And if you look at that kind of situation, look at it deeply, it may just be a response to the leadership style of the team leader. That could just be their own way of fighting against your leadership style as a team leader, killing silence. Now the team has problems. You don't know it all. But over time, your leadership style has pushed them to the wall of just keeping quiet. They just look at you. They are just watching you to fail. Which stems out of a result of the way you have been leading them, your leadership style, your leadership disposition. And that is why it is very, very important for you as a team leader to intentionally create an atmosphere whereby people will find it easy to make contribution and suggestions to the team issues, to the department issues, to the organization's issue, to the church issue, and then at the end of the day, you look at all these various alternatives, you sieve out the best out of them, and you advance yourself forward. This is so important. And I believe that lots of value have been added to your day-to-day. Remember last week we said what leads to team failure? Number one, having too many stars. Two, not building a culture of trust. Today, I've added another two. The first one I said is that, tolerating competing and conflicting agenda, and also the issue of killing silence, is also another factors that can result to team failure. And please note this and see how it can be avoided. I also believe you will want to reach me for us to take this conversation higher, help you build through collaboration and teamwork in your team, in your organization, in your system, and then things are taken to the next level. And that is why my phone numbers have been displayed on the screen. My MTN is 080 6686 5060. I take it one more time. It's 080 6686 5060. The Glow line is there as well. It's 080 529 29120. I take it just one more time. 080 529 29120. I'll be seeing you next week, Wednesday. And when I return, I will still be the amiable Inoarata no Sahai. Your day is so blessed. Thank you.